Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I. We have a special for Valentine's Day. We are going to do a whole thing on desserts and candies for the first part of our show. And then we're going to be featuring Jaxson Grams, a 6-year-old who came up with a wonderful Valentine show just for you and the kids. Lisa, his mother, and Jaxson up here, and they're doing some really fun things that are simple to make your Valentine's special.
Happy Valentine's Day! I'm Jaxson Grams in 1st grade and I'm 6 years old. I'm making Tic Tac Toe with hearts shaped candies. This is my mom. She's going to be helping me today.
All right. How are we going to make this?
So we're going to take a square and...
A square what?
A square graham cracker.
A square graham cracker.
And
You're going to make a Tic Tac board with it?
And
Tic Tac Toe board?
Tic Tac Toe board.
Okay, so what do we have inside the piper?
Frosting.
Frosting.
And it's red.
It's red for Valentine's Day. How fun. Okay. Nice. Those are some nice Tic Tac Toe. Is this one of your favorite games, Jaxson?
Yep.
It sure is, huh? Keep it nice and steady. All right, now what are we gonna do?
We're gonna take 3 the same color hearts.
Do they have to be the same color, or can you use different ones?
You can use different colors if you want, but if you want to, you can use 2, several different colors.
Okay, fun.
Like this. Or you could do it this way. Or you could just do 3 same color.
Okay, so what are we gonna do on the first one? Are we gonna do
separate colors?
Separate colors. Okay, should we put a little bit of frosting on the back?
Yep, back.
Okay, so it's like glue. Okay.
And we're gonna make 3 in a row.
Okay, so where are you gonna put the first one?
I'm gonna put this one.
You could almost play Tic Tac Toe while you're making the graham cracker cookies, huh?
But you only have to make a 3 in a row, that's all.
And these are kind of fun because they all have a different saying. This one says goal 2.
This one says love you, and this one says LOL.
Oh, how fun. Okay. And now we've got, what is that?
A Tic Tac Toe board.
A Tic Tac Toe 3 in a row Valentine's Day cracker.
I'm just gonna set this over here, okay?
So,
and then you just do the same thing over and over again.
Okay, you want to try it with the pink frosting this time? You can also do these graham cracker cookies with a little bit of white background if you don't want to do just a regular background. This is buttercream frosting made of just butter. What else did we use in here, Jaxson? Some vanilla. And what else did we use to make the frosting?
We used some milk.
We used a little bit of milk and a little bit of powdered sugar, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And here, we've got the white background. And now we're gonna do, gotta make sure we get that nice and, there we go. Oh, these are gonna be such fun snacks, and share these with all your classmates or your friends or your sweet, sweet Valentine.
I'm not sure who my Valentine is yet, but I'm gonna find it.
You're gonna find a Valentine? Well, maybe Miss Kathryn can be your Valentine. That is a beautiful Tic Tac Toe board.
This is beautiful too. Now I'm just gonna do separate colors.
You can do separate colors
Again.
Okay.
This one says kiss me.
Kiss me.
XOXO.
XOXO.
I'm just choosing random hearts.
You're just choosing random words.
And I'm not looking. What is this one?
Oh, that one doesn't have a thing. Let's try a new one.
BFF.
BFF. Okay, ready?
This one's gonna be for Paul.
I'm gonna give this one. Oh,
No,
Paul's gonna love that.
Mm.
Do you want to put some on the back? And then
I think we should do red.
you're not gonna be able to see it because it's just glue for the back. There we go. Oops. Turn it around. There we go. All right.
Now I'm not sure how I should do this. I'm just gonna do a cross.
You're gonna do diagonal?
Yep. Doot.
I'm gonna do another one. This one says BFF.
Hey, I have the BFF.
You got a BFF? I got a BFF.
Who's your BFF in real life, Mom?
That would be Godmommy Melinda.
My BFF is gonna be Paul.
It's gonna be
That's
Paul.
This one's
That's
gonna be
very
for
sweet.
This one's gonna be for him.
There we go.
I think I'm gonna put frosting on mine.
You gonna put frosting on yours? Okay.
Frosting background.
Get the butter.
And you can
cream.
use frosting for a background if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. We're just showing you how it'll look like if you
That's
do
right.
want to use it. I'm gonna just take a little bit of this off.
That's probably a good idea. You can smooth it out with frosting. There you go. Good job. It's a fun snack, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorite Valentine's meals every year.
Every year. Okay, let's try this.
Next, we're gonna. So
gonna
last time I used pinks. So how about we use red?
Red's a great idea. Here, I'm just gonna put a little bit more white on this side so we can cover up the whole board.
Yeah,
Here
whole
we go,
board.
whole board. Here we go.
Let's move the frosting out of the way.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna do nice and easy, beautiful. You want to use the fine tip on your.
And if you don't have one, you can like put one on if you have some extras at your house.
Yes,
Like we had to.
your cake decorator.
It's like you're making cake.
It's like you're making cake.
Preston doesn't want to come out.
We're gonna put a little
I'm just gonna
more.
choose some hearts.
Okay, you want Mommy to finish the last one?
Yep. This one says,
Here we go, Tic Tac Toe, 3 in a row.
this one doesn't say anything, so I'm gonna choose a different one. What does this one say?
It doesn't. I can't read that one. Let's see. Let's find 3. Oh, here's one that says L. Oh no, we don't want white on white. We want it to be nice and colorful. Here, this one says "Be Mine."
What about
How's
these?
that one?
Yeah, these two are gonna be
Be
great.
Mine.
We already have 3, Mom.
You got 3? Okay, let's put some frosting on the back.
I'm gonna choose the color.
You're gonna do pink or
Red.
red? You're gonna do
We
red?
haven't done red for a background.
Okay.
Come on. Doot.
Here we go.
Just flip them over and then
One
just
at a time.
put a dot of icing on them. And
So
then
it's
you
like glue. You're using
Yeah.
the icing like glue.
Yep, and then you just stick them on.
Just stick them on.
Make a 3 in a row.
You're gonna do 3 in a row?
I'm gonna do an up and down.
Up and down, 3
Even
in a
though
row.
I've already done that, I'm just gonna do it again.
That's okay. Every cracker is different.
Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this one.
How beautiful are those? So these are simple graham cracker tic-tac-toe boards you can make for any Valentine's Day.
Thank you. We'll be back. We're back. And we are going to be making chocolate covered strawberries now.
Okay, what is the first thing we're gonna do?
We already washed and dried the strawberries. If you haven't done that yet, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay, are we gonna get our toppings ready?
Yeah, and then you go get your toppings ready.
So we're gonna make one of your favorite toppings. How do we do that?
Crushed Oreos. So you open up a plastic bag and put some Oreos in. There's already some in here, so I'm just gonna put one more in. You can put a bunch in.
But you wanna make sure it's zipped up, otherwise there'll be Oreos everywhere, huh?
Yep.
Let's get some air out.
And make sure you get all the air out. Then you take a pounder.
Mm-hmm.
And this.
You're gonna do the flat side.
And then
give it a good whack. There you go. Give it a good whack.
Pound it all to small pieces. Once it's into small chunks, take your
rolling pin. Actually, let's get some of those bigger pieces out. So they're nice and crushed. Okay.
Then you take your rolling pin.
And you make it nice and fine like a powder, right?
Yeah. Then you take the bag and you check to make sure it's all powder. If it's
Get
not,
all the chunks out. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
And if you think it's pretty good, look at it, unzip it, and then pour it into a little bowl that's nearby.
I'm actually going to put the bowl in here.
And
It's
then
less messy. And there's one of our toppings.
Yep.
So we're going to have lots of different toppings out, right?
Yeah, and then you can take sprinkles out if you want to. But if you don't want sprinkles, you don't have to. And we are gonna get the sprinkles right now.
Okay, let's get all the other sprinkles over.
I got it.
Chocolate, I think that did it this time. All right, gonna give it one good stir.
Yeah.
Give it a good stir.
If you give it like a couple of 30 seconds and then like stir it up.
Stir it up. Okay, so what are we gonna do next?
You're gonna take your strawberries and blip. Put the
You're gonna hold it by the stem.
Yep. And then dip it in the chocolate.
You're gonna dip it in the chocolate. Roll it in. You're gonna roll it all around. Roll it. Hold the stem. Roll it. Roll it. Okay. Now let the dripping come off. There you go. Now you can roll it in your favorite topping.
I'm gonna choose. Oh wait, the dripping is not done yet.
Okay. Well, you can also go like this. Oops. You wanna get a little bit more chocolate all over.
I'm not sure what I should choose, but if you want to choose just one, that's okay. I think that's enough chocolate, Mom.
Okay. Ready?
I think we should do the lightest pink.
You wanna do the pink one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll it.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. You just
Roll it.
roll it in here, and then
You're gonna put it right here.
put it back on.
Put it back on the wax paper
Cool.
to cool it off. Okay.
And then you just do
You
it
wanna
all.
try your Oreo cookie one now?
Yeah, I think we should do the Oreo cookie next. And if you want to do it in a pattern, you can. Here's the Oreo. And you can take the bowl closer. You can take your topping closer to the other top.
To the chocolate so it doesn't spill everywhere, huh?
And so you don't have to go that far. And then you just set it back down on the wax paper to cool. And then after it's done cooling, we'll be right back. These are Tic Tac Toe boards of hearts. These are chocolate covered strawberries. Bye bye.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day. Have a lovely Valentine's Day.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
So let's start with, we're doing a red velvet cake with red sprinkles and white icing to start. So what we have is, we have actually a cup and a fourth of water, a third of a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. And then we're gonna mix this up just gently for, we're gonna mix this up gently for actually 30 seconds, and then we're going to turn it on medium speed for 2 minutes. I love red velvet cake. I know you will too. This is a special for my Valentine because he loves red velvet cake. So there we go. Whoops, that happens sometimes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually turning it on slowly just to mix it. And you can see the red color. It's red. Okay, that's just mixing it, right? And we're going to put it into a 350-degree oven for actually, it all depends upon how big your cake is, so just a minute. Actually, on this one, I think it is about 24 to 29 minutes. And you want to check it to see after that 29 minutes if the toothpick comes out clean, and then you know the cake is done. So we're using a 360 pan from 360 Pans, a 13 by 9, and 360 cookware, which is our, I'm the spokesperson for them, for their pans. I only use their pans because they're actually waterless cookery, and they just, everything comes out perfect. So I think we're done with this. Just one more minute. Now, the thing I like about using this pan is actually that I can then cut it up and freeze it. I'm going to put red sparkles on it and make it really look sweet for Valentine's Day. So this is done. Now what we're going to do is actually take these out and rinse them off. And we're going to be doing another cake in a few minutes. So let's do this. We've already prepared the pan, and I'm just going to pour this into this 13 by 9 pan, and we'll put this in the oven first, and that's 24 to 29 minutes. So let's look at that. We'll spread that all around, right? And I used wonderful duck fat spray on this, and it works so well. It doesn't matter if it is cakes, it doesn't matter if it's actually food or pans, whatever. It's perfect. It gets everything out perfectly. So, and that's company is Corn Huskers that does that. So we're going to put this in the oven real quick. We'll be right back after I put it in the oven, and we'll be on doing our next cake for Valentine's Day.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
We're back on the Chef You and I, and as you notice, I don't even have my chef coat on today because it's a Valentine's special. Red is the way to go. So we're now making an actual Valentine's design cake with this silicone, they call it a pan, but it's silicone. I've used it before, and that's from Silicone Zone. And I'm actually going to be making a chocolate fudge cake with white icing with red sprinkles, which will be very attractive. Okay, so the first thing we do is that we add our water, which is 1 1/4 cup of water, and a 1/2 cup of oil, 3 eggs, and this is a second egg, And here's our third egg. And you should always wash your hands after you do this with eggs. Wash your hands after you do the eggs. Now let's mix this up for you start with about 30 seconds, then you add 2 minutes. So let's do that. And that reminds me, today we're going to be doing a whole piece on Fame's chocolate. Fame's chocolate is the most famous chocolate. Fame's chocolate is the most famous chocolate in Brooklyn, New York. And I have to tell you, they are delectably delicious. And if you have not tried them, they're all handmade, and they're from Flushing, New York, in Brooklyn. All right, so now that our cake is all mixed and ready to go into the pan, we're going to put this in the pan, and we'll swirl it around a little bit and make it even, okay? So this is really pretty. It's going to be a gorgeous cake. And I actually didn't make this from scratch. I used a mix. Because it's just a lot easier, and next time I will make one. So now that that's all ready and set, I'm going to take this and put this into the oven, and guess what? We're going to make a wonderful trifle, an easy, fast trifle for your family, really decadent and delicious. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and I'm making a beautiful trifle, which is really simple. It's not a traditional trifle. It's a fast and easy trifle for Valentine's Day. And Jane Parker Fruitcakes, and we're using the classic fruitcake today. They're absolutely delectable, delicious, and they have wonderful fruit and cherries, maraschino cherries in them. So what we're doing is we're going to do a layer of fruitcake, a layer of wonderful Cool Whip, and we're just going to go all the way to the top, and then we're putting beautiful sprinkles on it. So the first thing we want to do, and I hope our cameraman took a picture of the fruitcake. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the fruitcake up into, crumble it, all right? And that's the first step. And see those beautiful cherries. Look at all that wonderful fruit. You know, Jane Parker is an iconic brand that A&P supermarkets, if you remember that, actually carried them from the actual Jane Parker bakeries, which is really pretty awesome. So now what we're doing is we're putting our fruitcake in first. Just put a layer of fruitcake in. This looks so good. And there's a lot of people that have never even had a fruitcake. You know, you can eat fruitcake all year round. And they have a wonderful variety of their cakes. And I love them. So let's do that. All right. And one more. Okay, and then we're going to take our... And then you put this in the refrigerator. Usually a trifle is like a pudding. But we're doing it a little different this time. We're using Cool Whip. And this looks really great. You could actually put on the very top, you could put some strawberries or chocolates or whatever, okay? So do that. Now I'm going to put another layer of the fruitcake on there. And so, oh, this looks good. And if your kids have never tasted it, you can order it on their website at janeparkerfruitcakes.com or janeparker.com. And so we'll put another layer of Cool Whip on. You could do this with ice cream even. That would be good. This is really nice. Easy to do. Doesn't take long. And our cake will be done. That's in the oven in a minute. And here we go. All right, another layer of fruitcake. And you want to save one of the cherries for the very top. So we'll do one more. I'm making this is kind of messy. So your kids and your grandkids, actually, if you have grandkids, could help you do this, right? So you're just breaking it apart. And it's so moist. I can't even tell you how moist it is. It's beautiful. So, and then you get a real treat with this. All right, so here we go. Another layer. right. Then you're going to put this in the refrigerator. Right. Okay, and then we're going to put the last layer on. All right, so then we'll just clean this off a little bit, right? Now that we're back, we want to talk about the most famous chocolates in the world from Brooklyn. And they are Fame's chocolates. And I'm the national spokesperson for Fame's chocolate. I love being it because I love chocolate. And the nice thing about this beautiful Valentine's package is that they put together, there's 16 pieces, which I'll show you in just a moment, for the love assortment. And they have truffle hearts, truffle heart light, which are the white ones, and the strawberry yogurt, beautiful. Love that one. I love all of them, actually, and the rum royal. So these are love from Fame's chocolate. So let me show you the assortment in the box. And your loved ones will absolutely love this. Look at this. For a gift, for anyone, you are going to love this. Fame's chocolates, beautiful packaging, and 16 pieces of the most delectable chocolate you'll ever want, handmade. That's the nice thing about this. And you can order the Fame's chocolate on their website at fameschocolates.com. Don't forget to order your Valentine's Day present just from Fame's chocolates. We're back on the Chef You and I. Our wonderful, beautiful red velvet cake is ready to put, and I'm dusting it with powdered sugar, and then I'm putting red sprinkles on it. So then when we cut it, you'll be able to see that beautiful look. Okay, so here we go. I like doing the dusting of it because then you can still see the cake itself, right? It's a little messy, but it's going to look great, okay? All right, and then we can clean up that extra in just a second. Okay, so now what I want to do actually is take my sprinkles. I love sprinkles, and kids do too. And just sprinkle it on the top of the cake. And there you go. Happy Valentine's Day. So just clean that off a little bit. And you have a wonderful, beautiful Valentine's cake for your honey or your grandchildren or your friends. And you got a lot. You get about maybe 16 to 18 pieces out of that, which will be really good. And then our heart cake is almost done. And when it comes out of the oven, we're going to let it cool, and we're actually going to put some frosting on it. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back on the Chef You and I, and this is the time that I love the most, and that's being able to eat this wonderful, beautiful Valentine's desserts. We want to thank all of the sponsors and the people that have contributed to our show today, and especially to Jaxson Grams and his mom, Lisa, for doing their wonderful show for children for Valentine's Day. Also, we want to thank our wonderful sponsor, Fame's Chocolates, the most delicious, delectable chocolates in the world. Don't forget to go to their website at fameschocolates.com. And what about our newest sponsor, and that is Jane Parker Fruitcakes. And you can go up and order their fruitcakes on Jane Parker. And thanks to Corn Huskers Duck Fat Gourmet Spray for their wonderful spray. We want to thank 360 Cookware for their beautiful, and this is the 13x9 pan, and you can go to their website at 360cookware.com and put the code in Raaker20 to get 20% off when you're ordering your pans. We want to thank you for joining us today on our special Valentine's show. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time on The Chef You and I. Bon appetit!
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.